Hello, how do we solve this algebra question? Solution. Before we continue, we have a condition for x. And the condition is that x is greater than 0. So let's continue. We have square root of 6 minus square root of 6 plus x equal to x. First, let u equal to this guy, square root of 6 plus x. And also, the condition for u is that u is greater than 0. So let's proceed further. So from this line, we're going to have square root of 6 minus, what is square root of 6 plus x? That is u equal to x. Let's call this equation 1 and let us call this equation 2. We will now take it one by one. From equation 1, we have this guy, u equal to square root of 6 plus x. Suppose we square both sides, we are going to have u square equal to square root of 6 plus x times 2. U square is equal to, this guy takes care of this power, so we are left with 6 plus x. Let us call this equation star. So now from equation 2, this guy, square root of 6 minus u equal to x. Suppose we also square both sides, we are going to have square root of 6 minus u times 2 equal to x to the power of 2. This bigger square root takes care of this power, so we have 6 minus u equal to x to the power of 2. This implies that x to the power of 2 is equal to 6 minus u. So let us call this equation star star. Now, from equation star and equation star star, for equation star, we have u square equals to 6 plus x, u square equals to 6 plus x, and for equation star star, we have x square equal to 6 minus u. This is equation star, and this is equation star star. So, equation star minus equation star star, that will be u to the power of 2 minus x to the power of 2 equal to this guy, 6 plus x minus this, 6 minus u. U to the power of 2 minus x to the power of 2 is equal to 6 plus x minus times 6, that is negative 6, minus times minus u, that is plus u. U to the power of 2 minus x to the power of 2 is equal to 6 minus 6, that is 0. So we are left with u plus x. Don't forget that this guy is a difference of 2 square. So it becomes u plus x times u minus x equal to u plus x. Let us also put it in brackets. Nothing has changed. U plus x times u minus x. When this guy comes to the left, it becomes negative u plus x equal to 0. What do you notice here? You will notice that u plus s is common. We can factor it out, so we are going to have u plus x into u minus x minus 1 equal to 0. U plus x times u minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. Let's proceed further. Let us divide both sides of this equation by u plus x. So we are going to have u plus x times u minus x minus 1 over u plus x equal to 0 over u plus x. Clearly, u plus x cancel each other, so we are left with u minus x minus 1 equal to 0 over u plus x, that is 0. Before we continue, one may ask that, how is that possible? The reason is that from our condition, since we assume that x is greater than 0 and also u is greater than 0, that means the addition of these two guys will be greater than 0. U plus x is greater than 0. That's how we were able to do this division to arrive at this, because u plus x cannot be equal to 0. So let's continue. u equal to x plus 1 when we transfer each of these guys to the right side. But what is u? Let me show you. Our u is equals to square root of 6 plus x. That's equation 1. Let's continue. So we have square root of 6 plus x equal to x plus 1. Taking the square of both sides, we are going to have square root of 6 plus x times 2 equal to x plus 1 times 2. Clearly, these cancel each other, so we are left with 6 plus x equal to, if you expand this guy very well, you are going to get x to the power of 2 plus 2x plus 1. So, x to the power of 2 plus 2x plus 1. When this guy comes to the right, it becomes negative x. Also, when 6 comes to the right, it becomes negative 6 equal to 0. X to the power of 2 plus 2x minus x, that is x. 1 minus 6, that is negative 5, equal to 0. Now, let us solve this quadratic equation using quadratic formula. Our a here is 1, and our b is equal to 1, and c is equal to negative 5. What does the quadratic formula say? It says x equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b to the power of 2 minus 4ac all over 2a. X equal to minus, what is b? B is 1, so we have 1 plus or minus square root of, what is b? B is 1, that will be 1 to the power of 2 minus 4 times a is 1, times c is negative 5, all over 2 times 1. X equals to negative 1 plus or minus square root of 1 to the power of 2, that is 1, minus 4 times 1 times negative 5, that is plus 20, all over 2 times 1, that is simply 2. X equals to negative 1 plus or minus square root of 1 plus 20, that is 21, all over 2. X equals to, this whole guy could be written as negative 1 over 2 plus or minus square root of 21 over 2. So, x is equals to minus half plus square root of 21 over 2, or minus half minus square root of 21 over 2. Therefore, x1 is equal to minus half plus root 21 over 2, and s2 is equal to minus half minus root 21 over 2. This is the required value of x for this algebra question. That's it. Thanks for watching.